John Long Jr. out of Texas. Always makes a lot of laps at the SFC and the WFC.
Here we are on the way to Tulsa Raceway Park. We're on the Oklahoma Turnpike, one of the 5,000 they have up here. Road is pretty terrible, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:08. I've been on the road for almost 3 hours. Left real early this morning to head up to Tulsa. I'm going to pick up the Chevette that I will be driving in Super Gas next weekend at Houston Raceway Park for the it's going to be the first divisional of the season. So I'm on my way up here to meet Vernon and Sheila Rowland and pick that jewel up. I'm going to go ahead and bracket race a little bit, get a couple passes under my belt today. Driving up here by myself. Krista stayed back and is packing and putting everything together since we leave in just a few days for Houston. So she's back home doing that, and I'm trying to entertain myself and stay awake driving in the wee hours of the morning through the middle of nowhere. We're leaving Thursday night. As you can see, we are in the enclosed trailer right now with the black S10 Super Street truck because we had to end up pulling the plug on the Chevette for Super Gas. Went up and tested it at Tulsa this weekend. Didn't quite work out like we wanted it to. So we're gonna go ahead and step back, regroup, send some stuff off to get repaired this week, and we're gonna make sure it's completely ready for action before we roll it out on the track. So getting ready to get that taken care of, but we are going to go ahead and concentrate on Super Street. So getting the trailer loaded up tonight. Pretty much got everything lined out in here. Got the golf cart, scooter, got all the spare parts and everything lined up. Got a bunch of Lucas Oil products over there to get us on the road. Alright, time to roll out for Houston. I'm kind of dreading pulling out of the driveway because the last time I came out of the driveway with this trailer, I ended up in the people's yard across the street. I tore up the tailgate and both sides of the bed on the truck with the trailer. Since then, I've had the driveway widened. I didn't have it widened probably as much as I try to say hi. probably as much as I should have, but I'm kind of dreading this first attempt at trying to get out of here. Krista's standing there waiting on me to go, making sure I don't run over the water meter. So I'm going to go ahead and run over my strategy of getting out of this driveway. We're going to turn right into the grass until we get to the water meter, then cut it hard, straighten it up, go to the neighbor's yard across the street, and we're going to hook left. And I have really good friends, and they all have bets that my concrete work, because it was cheap, is going to crumble as soon as this trailer that weighs who knows how much it just drives across it. It's going to crumble. So, oh God, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm a little nervous. You ready? There's another dog down here, but she's not much for the camera apparently. Roll this window down here, that way I can hear all the crunching whenever we run something over. Tow haul button, make sure that's pushed. Okay, there's the water meter. Now we're at the neighbor's yard, and then we're going to start turning. Well, we are out of the driveway and did not run anything over. So, cool. We are on the road headed to Houston. We're somewhere on 287 around Ennis. I'm extremely nervous still driving this humongo trailer.
Well, we're doing good so far.
We haven't run over anything or anybody. Did you say yet?
Yeah.
That's nice. Got it out of the driveway. Didn't run over the water meter. Didn't run over the mailbox.
Or me.
Or her. The driveway didn't crumble. And I didn't make ruts in my yard or my neighbor's yard like we did last time. Nobody was outside laughing at us like last time.
Actually, the neighbor was outside.
Which one?
John.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Something's flapping around
Yeah,
back
something's
there.
fixing to fly out of the bed of the truck. Good thing is there's a 48-foot trailer behind the truck, so chances are whatever it is, the trailer will take care of it. So, anyway, we're on the road. This is one trip that the race car and the racing and everything else, I'm really not worried about that. I'm just worried about getting there, getting parked, and then getting back out, and then getting back home. That's the main objective.
In 10 miles, keep right to merge onto I-45 south towards Corsicana.
We only have 3.5 hours to go.
Whatever that is, I think it's hitting my trailer light plug, so I'm just make sure I still have trailer lights. Still got the lights. We got the dogs.
They're doing great.
And so yeah, that's what we're doing. 3.5 hours to go. I reset my fuel gauge just to see what 48 feet of trailer does, and we're up from 7.5 to 9.5. So if I can stick at 9.5, 10, I'm going to be okay with that. The 28-foot trailer used to get like 13, so we can manage 9.5, 10, we'll be all right. But other than that, we got the cruise on 65, stay alive, and we're headed for Houston. Well, we have made it to Houston. We made it in about 11 o'clock last night, 10:45, something like that. And you see a bunch of people came in after us, but there's quite a few in front of us there. I think they're still running testing too until like 10 o'clock, but if you got here past 6, something like that, they put you in the holding lot, so that's where we were. So it was first night in the old enclosed living quarters there. So wasn't too bad. Pretty nice being able to just get to the track and go to bed and not have to worry about nothing else. But either way, we made it. They should start rolling us out here in a minute. Hopefully we'll get in, get parked, and gotta get tagged, get our tech card, all that good stuff, and get ready to go. So here in Houston, go to make the first pass here. We sat in the holding lot half the morning. Actually didn't get parked until after 8 o'clock, and they were supposed to start running at 9, so we've been thrashing pretty hard to get everything out and set up, ready to go. I'm towards the back of the class. I had to get tacked in this morning and everything, so it was a little bit of a mad dash to get here, but we're here. And we changed a bunch of stuff since the last time we run this thing quarter mile. So I really don't have a clue what it's going to do. It started picking the front end up pretty good after the changes, so I shortened the throttle stop up to where it comes on earlier, so hopefully it'll catch it before it gets too high and drop it right back down. So we threw some random numbers in the timer, so it could go 1120, it could go 1050. I don't know what it's going to go. So we'll see you in just a minute. Yeah, but I don't think it worked very well. It was creeping hard on the timer, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I mean, I think the RPM went up 500 on the stop, and then I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy staring at that. And she come off the stop, and I didn't shift it till about 7,900. So we turned to red a lot, which I was set up borderline red with the old setup. So it definitely likes the new setup. She left, so I'm gonna put some more in the delay, and we'll see how it works. So we're back for qualifying number 2. Not exactly sure where we're at. Last pass I was not happy with the way the throttle stop worked, how the car reacted on the throttle stop. So even though we were trying to go 1090, it went to 1089.7, so missed the mark by 3 thou. So even though we were almost perfect on that, I didn't like the way it was on the stop. I don't think it would be all that consistent if we were to leave it like that. So I went back and lowered the stop stall down and changed the amount of time that was in it. So changed our setup a little bit. It's going to be slow. This time I'm really honestly trying to go for about 11 flat. So we'll see where it ends up there. I was 23 red last pass. Just kind of being dumb, I guess. I'm going to roll 23 in it. I'm going to try to pop up 000. I don't figure I'm going to be there. I figure it'll probably be a little bit slower than that, the way the light is outside, but we shall see. Just had one of them hit the wall too far in front of me. I think it did transmission fluid, something like that. He got into it, it turned and crossed from the left lane to the right lane, got into the wall. So we've been down for a little while. They got the track all cleaned up. So here we go. Not real sure what his deal was. He was so far ahead of me. I got to look over and see what his scoreboard flashed as he went through. He went 1044. So I may have went 90. I was 23 red a minute ago. Rode 23 in it. I'm 001 set it to be 000. So I feel like I got the tree. We're just gonna have to see where the throttle stop ended up. I mean, realistically, if I went anywhere around 11 flat, I'm gonna call that a win. So we'll get back to the trailer. I don't know if we're getting another hit today or if we're gonna start first in the morning, but we'll get back to the trailer, get it checked out, run the numbers, and see what we got. It is Saturday morning, and we are fixing to get kicked off. Should get 2 time trials today, maybe first round depending on how many cars we had. Yesterday did not go exactly as planned. We had a little bit of issue with the S10. Mainly I think it was kind of more me than anything. We had a setup I just kind of threw together, and luckily it actually went 1089.7 on the 1090. We kind of pulled all those numbers out of thin air, and it actually worked. Only problem was the stop stall. I felt like it climbed more than it should have, so we decided to lower the RPM that the car was rolling on. That way I could try to take some time out of it, so maybe it wouldn't creep as much. I did that, and evidently the amount that I lowered the stop stall absolutely killed this big heavy truck. It went on the stop, rolled for a little bit, kicked off the stop, and it just never really recovered. So first pass we go 1089.7, and you know, we missed the 1090 by 3 thou. Looked like we really knew what we were doing, and then next hit I go 1158, so we missed by over a half second. But good news is we made some changes, try to make the truck leave a little better. Definitely think we accomplished something there. I had the same delay in it that I was normally 10, maybe 00 on the tree last year. Left that roll out there, the delay box the same on that, and I was 23 red. Just seeing what would happen. I rolled 23 in it. I was 001 on the tree, so set up perfect, was 001. So I feel like I'm hitting the tree pretty good. The truck's working really well as far as getting off the line. I came back last night, pulled the plugs on it, checked the oil in it, just kind of went over everything, looked at it. Everything on the truck looks good. I really honestly think it just lowering the stop stall that much, I think it just really killed it. So made another adjustment to the stop stall, raised the stop stall back up. And I'm gonna take data from both passes and try to throw something together. We may miss this by quite a bit first hit, but good thing is we get two before we go into first round, and worst case if I miss it both times, it's time to go to work and we'll set up hot and see if I can make the finish line work. So Saturday morning, we're out here getting this thing warmed up, getting ready for it's gonna be our third qualifying pass. Should be ready in about 30 minutes. They should start calling us to the lane, so get some heat in this thing and get up there and see what happens. Change of plans this morning. Again, I'm fighting really hard trying to figure out what the best option is. So I put this thing back the way it was first pass yesterday when everything went halfway decent. Read the weather, changed the numbers up a little bit, and the wind is kind of throwing me for a loop. This thing's like dragging a brick through a tornado, really, when it comes to the wind. So based on the weather itself, I should be going 95. Whenever you factor the wind in, there's a good chance I'm fixing to go 90 or 91. Looks like everybody ahead of me has been about four or more fast. Like I said, I should have been set up about 95. The only thing that should have been different was the wind. I don't really know how that affected me. Then again, I got a whole new setup, so I'm not real sure how consistent this stuff's going to be. But we'll get the time slip, figure out what it did, go back, read the weather, and get ready. Hopefully we get another qualifying hit today. If we do, then I'll make changes, see if we can figure it out from there. If it don't, then, well, I guess we'll go into first round and try to figure it out. So here we are, qualifying session number 4. Last time I went 80, I think I went 87. I feel like the wind was a lot of that. Last time. This time I'm going to try to go 85 with the wind. There's a possibility we're fixing to go maybe 83. So it's going to look bad on the scoreboard, but knowing that we're going for 85, it won't be that big of a deal. Hopefully this time I'll kind of get a ratio to see exactly how much we're slowing it down or speeding it up. So that'll be good. I was 17 on the tree last hit. Didn't really feel that I hit it all that well. So I'm gonna leave the delay the same. Realistically, I should be 5 or better. The truck kind of did a little bit of a bobble when I got on the button last time. So I'm gonna try to do some stuff to correct that as well. So it'd be nice if I could be 5 or better and go 85 right here, but this is racing and it's not exactly a perfect world. Actually really good, considering I was 1 yesterday. I rolled 2 thou in it, and I just popped that 3. So I went 17 this morning. Felt like I kind of missed it. You throw that run out and you go off of just that run there and my 2 from yesterday, and you work the numbers with the delay box, realistically I was within about 3 thou on each pull, so I feel really good about that. All the numbers add up, sounds good. I don't know what it ran. He beat me to the stripe. He only had me on the tree by like 12 thou, so we'll get up there and see exactly what the truck ran and get back to the trailer, figure some numbers and see what she did.
So it is Sunday, I think about 2 o'clock. We just finished second round a little while ago. I did win first round. We got to run that first thing this morning. Didn't quite go as planned. It wasn't a pretty pass, but the other guy, luckily, he turned it red. So I got a free time trial out of that. Tried to make adjustments for second round. It just didn't quite work. The setup on the S10 that we did over the off season, trying to make it better, I definitely made it much worse. So I've already got kind of a game plan of what I'm going to do next week, try to get it ready. We got Dallas in 2 weeks, so we're going to try to get that ready. Been talking to Vernon, trying to get the Chevette done, so we're going to try to have both cars at Dallas, but hopefully on the next version of this this here video blog thing, I'll be able to actually do more. We went to Lupe Tortilla and then come back and started looking at Vernon's car. Found a problem with Vernon's car, so we ended up tearing the car apart. Didn't get that finished until around 1:30 in the morning. The GoPro went dead yesterday. I forgot to charge it, and then woke up this morning and, you know, not a whole lot of sleep and trying to make sure everything was ready. So kind of let you down on the old videos there, but we're going to work on that next time, try to get it a little better. And so I'm going to get out here and finish loading stuff up, and we're going to head back north. Well, as you can see, we're in the driveway here. Made it back from Houston. This is Wednesday, I guess it is. So this is our first rodeo with the video blog, vlog, whatever the hip young folk are calling it these days. So wanted to show a little bit of, you know, behind the scenes stuff, and kind of, you know, show what all goes on other than the racing, you know, real life stuff. And so I guess I'll go ahead and show what has really brightened my day, because everybody knows that I've had some worries and issues with pulling this trailer, and we've damaged the old truck here a few times. Well, coming home in the middle of the night the other night was no different. turn this old camera around here. You can see here, pretty good looking old truck. And the Performax strikes again. So as you can see, the tailgate is missing. It's over there. It looks about like that. Went to back this thing in and kind of slid off the road there a little bit. The front end slid off the road into the ditch. When it did, the truck just kind of slid. I guess the trailer's so heavy it just kind of pushed it down. And when it did, I heard the bed crunch, and the rest of it's pretty much history. So, got this nice new truck here. I guess it's not new anymore, but anyway, she definitely needs a bed now. Didn't hurt this big ox. Imagine that. Just the truck. So, I guess we're going to continue to pull this thing, since that's all I do is damage the truck, and see if I can either conquer the trailer or tow the truck out at some point, probably. And then we'll put a bed on it and keep going, I guess. All in all, we hope you guys enjoyed the first running of our video blog. Hopefully we'll be able to do a couple more of them. As of right now, I got word our struts and front tires and whatever else we're doing to the Chevette should be in this week. So if that's the case, we're going to try to get it done. Probably going to go back to Tulsa this weekend, try to bracket race it a little bit and just check it out, make sure everything's good. If that's the case, I'm dragging it back home. We're making a lot of changes to the S10. As you can remember from the last few minutes here of our broadcast of the old race at Houston, it didn't do well. So we're making a lot of changes. Already got some parts sitting here waiting to put it on, so I'm fixing to haul this thing out of the driveway, see if I can do it without, you know, damaging something else. Unload the truck, start working on that, get it ready to go, and we plan on dragging both of them down to Dallas. The doubleheader is next weekend, so we're trying to hit both of those. The following week is the Houston National, where we're going to try to run the Chevette and Super Gas. So that's the plan. We're going to get this truck here hooked up, get everything unloaded, get some repair work going, and we'll see you next week.